Yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Boker Tov. Good morning on this beautiful Friday morning. We continue our journey through the morning service. Kriyat Shema Uvirchoteha, the section on the recitation of Shema and its blessings. And this morning we will conclude our meditations on the second of those blessings, Ahavah Rabbah, a great love, in which we speak of experiencing the divine through learning, through the gift of Torah, through the loving relationship between us and the Holy One that is embodied in Torah, seen as the ketubah, the marriage document between us and the Holy One. I'd like to focus this morning on the last section of that prayer. The verse is, V'hadayenu l'shalom me'arba kanfot haaretz. May you bring us together in peace from the four corners of the earth. The line expresses a yearning for the end of exile. In the narrow, more literal sense, this is the desire of the Jewish people to return to the land of Israel. For 2,000 years, when we did not have a state, when we did not have a home in the land of Israel, Jews would sing this with that hope, with that longing, which they associated with the Messianic day. So it's a prayer for restoration in the land of Israel and the promise of the coming of Mashiach, of the Messianic day that accompanies the vision of the ingathering of exiles. But in these times, over the last few weeks, when we get to this prayer, I find myself just thinking of our universal human longing to be together again. That as we've been scattered in our houses in these little islands, connected only by these technological bonds, but lacking the physical connection. I think of this prayer and asking God to bring us together from the four corners of the earth as a kind of call for hope and for strength during this COVID time, asking God to gather us back together again, to bring us, to enable us to be gathering in person again soon, or as soon as possible, as soon as it is safe. It's customary when you say this blessing to take the four corners of your talit, if you're wearing one, the fringes in each corner, and to bring them together. It's a kind of physical, tangible, material action that expresses the soul's yearning, our need for social and physical gathering that we are struggling with, many of us right now. So I'll chant the line and create some space for meditation on what this line means to you, and encourage you to reflect on the connections that sustain you, on your yearning to be together with those you love. And may this prayer be a source of hope for the coming of that time. v'havienu, v'havienu l'shalom. Me'arba kanfot haaretz, me'arba kanfot haaretz. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. V'havienu, v'havienu, v'havienu l'shalom. Me'arba kanfot haaretz, me'arba kanfot haaretz. Bring us together in peace and safety. From wherever we are scattered, gather us together. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. We'll end, as usual, with the counting of the Omer. Today we begin a new week of our Omer count. Our focus for this week is on Netzach, on endurance. And for this day, we concentrate on Chesed Shebenetzach, on love within endurance. Again, Rabbi Simon Jacobson. For anything to endure, it needs to be loved. A neutral or indifferent attitude will reflect in a marginal commitment. If you have difficulty making commitments, examine how much you love and enjoy the object that requires my commitment. Do I love my work, my family, my choices? For endurance to be effective, it must be caring and loving. Endurance without love can be counterproductive. Raw endurance can come across as aggressive and harsh, while undermining the cooperation of others. Out of sheer determination, we may become controlling and demanding, driving others away. For endurance to be successful, it needs a loving and caring attitude. It requires patience. Hayom 22 yom, shehem 3 shavuot v'yom echad la'omer. Today is the 22nd day of the Omer, 3 weeks and 1 day of the Omer. Shabbat Shalom. I'll hope to see many of you 6 o'clock this evening or 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for our Shabbat worship, our Shabbat davening together. Again, good Shabbos.